What it do, y'all? It's your boy Stank815, and I'm back with another reaction video. Y'all new to this channel, man, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, comment, get notified when I do these reaction videos. Man, I'm not the YouTuber who made this video, so shout out to the YouTuber who made this video. I'm just doing a reaction to it. We got Freekey Zeky, aka Zeke, speaking about Cameron and Jim Jones situation. So let's get into it so we can try to get some insight and figure this stuff out or just give our input on it. So let's get into it.
That's real talk. But I want to go back to something you spoke on earlier about Cam and Jim growing up together. And I know Cam, he said that Jim not from Harlem. But from your point of view, when did Jim come around? Like, when did he get in the picture?
I'm gonna keep it 100. If it wasn't for Jim, it wouldn't be with Zeke. Jim actually, I was running around more with Jim when I was young. I met Jim when I was in third grade, and I was, as we got older, I met him in high school. I was knocking his heads across the street. He already had established with my family. He already established a relationship with Killer. They was more so running more than what I was. I was on the east side. Cam was on the west side. I was doing that I was doing, but Jim was on the east side too. So it would be a little occasions where she had to get a little touchy, and had to knock her head across the street a few times, and Jim would call me up. You know what I'm saying? So once Cam got his popping, so I can't say September 14th, 809, you know what I'm saying, on a Wednesday. That's when all that happened. But Jim basically was with Killer for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Cam already, you gotta understand, Jim had family in 1199 and Cam had family in 1199, which was like condos, the first condos in the hood, and they both had family members over there. So that's how that connection went on, as far as, because Bloodshed and everybody was over there. So that was the connection with that, as far as being First Avenue. First Avenue, they built up these condos called 1199, and Cam had family over there, and Jim had family over there. So when Cam and Digger and Bloodshed was rocking, that was how Jim was able to make that connection, because Cam was going to First Ave and Jim had family on First Ave. You know what I'm saying? At a real young age. We was teenagers though, 14, 15, 16, somewhere in that area. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to know a specific time, like in between, I guess 15 to 18, some like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I was basically running in them streets hard body. So Jim knew more as an enforcer.
You personally, how do you look at it? Do you consider Jim a Harlem guy or no?
Yeah, I mean, this is what the reality and what people consider is two different things. The boy was born in the Bronx. His grandmother was from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? God bless Miss Sally. God bless Miss Sally. My mother made the dinner when his grandmother passed away. And from there, that's when he moved down to Harlem. But it's HBO. Like everybody, the truth, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? He's from the Bronx, came to Harlem once his grandmother passed, and that's that. There's like people, it don't even be the actual people. Like if me and you was beefing, and you said, I don't know, Zeke got a peanut head paws, and I say you got 11 toes, or whatever the case may be. That'd be that. But it'd be everybody else on the side, your group of niggas, be like, yeah, man, the peanut, he's a peanut gallery. They gonna make up all this to make sure to turn the peanuts into peanut butter, then whip it into something else to make it all a whole bunch of different. Then my niggas is gonna talk about your feet and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just to, like, if that's everybody who's from Harlem got some family in the Bronx. Everybody who got family in the Bronx got family in Harlem. Yeah, Jim is from the Bronx and he came to Harlem. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, you got to understand the war. Like, it's like battling. It's like rap. like motherfucking rap. Jim, whatever, but they wasn't. They was on platforms. And Jim said what he said. Jim, I think what he said, something about inviting him to his so he said they're both, he said they on my dick, right? That's something that's serious. Like you hear that, you like, ooh, it's like Jim caught a ball. Oh, so what you think Cam gonna do? You think he's just gonna sit there and you think he gonna and Jim basically Jim rhymed first. You know what I mean? Well, actually Cam and 50 said what they was talking about what they said. Jim heard that. He came back and said that. Now motherfucking Cam, what you think Cam gonna do? Cam is a lyricist. He's gonna make you feel any type of stupidity way that's possible. He's gonna say basically kick you in your nuts. You know what I mean? Gonna rip your heart out. Remember the old school and doing electric boogie and grab the neck by the heart, pull the heart, they just had in their head. I don't bit this through it, stomped on this. That's what you gonna hear. It's basically there's going back and forth. After that, like I said, it went to the money. That's the whole point of the situation. Yeah, you're gonna say Jim is from the Bronx. Because he know that it's gonna be a touchy, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to say if you battling, if you with your girl, if you with your lady, or if you whoever you choose to be with, put it that way. Not you per se, but just people on earth, whoever you choose to be with. If you arguing with your spouse, or if you arguing with your sister, if you arguing with your brother, they gonna say this that make you want to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So of course Cam is gonna say he from the Bronx and all that. When he was talking about he was from Harlem and all that, because that hurt a feelings if a nigga allow it. You dig? So yes, my boys from the Bronx came down. Rest in peace when Miss Sally passed away. Rest in peace. And then he got it shaken from there. What's so funny?
No, listen.
Yeah, you know it's your boy. I gave my time as the time was permitted. As the the universe said, give her this amount of seconds. Should have been longer. Hey, she know I love her.
Right. No, but hey, to go back, the backtrack.
Yeah, you a funny.
Yeah.
What it do, man? Let me just say that. Well, there's it is. So Jim Jones is not from Harlem. And I had this conversation with people so many times. A lot of people be like, well, I moved to such and such when I was this age and I didn't know. It don't matter. Wherever it's on your birth certificate, that's where you from. Like, I don't like when people say, oh, I'm from Illinois, but your birth certificate say Texas. You're from Texas. You just grew up in Illinois. Or like Jim Jones' situation. You're not from Harlem. You just grew up in Harlem. From the Bronx, my boy. You're from the Bronx. You just grew up in Harlem. You know? So, I don't like when people say that, man. You know, it's a lot of people claim. I mean, we got even, what's the name? As an example, I believe, the baby, he from Cleveland, but he rap Charlotte because that's all he know. And he claimed he from Charlotte, but you're not from Charlotte. You're from Cleveland. You just grew up in Charlotte. So you could just, I mean, a lot of people say they from there because they grew up there, but when in reality set in, you're not from there. You just grew up there. At your birth certificate, I don't care if you're on the road and your mama have you live in, let's just say you live in Arizona, but your mama have you in Illinois. If your birth certificate say Illinois, that's where you from. I don't care if you You from Illinois. You just grew up in Arizona. I don't care. But y'all at the comment section, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation, how y'all feel about Zeke saying he's speaking the truth. There we have it. Everybody, Jim Jones is not from Harlem. So, hey, take it how you want. I'm out.